Rockstar. Woo! Sweet America. So this morning, this will be funny for any fellow YouTubers out there. As I was riding in, I decided to have a little chat with y'all, but I totally forgot to turn on my camera. So I rolled this whole time talking to myself, thinking that I'm recording it. Lo and behold, I wasn't. Got all the way to work, and then when I go to turn off the camera, it goes beep. Oh, so this whole time I've just been talking to myself. Oh well. Anyway guys, how's it going? Hope you're all having a fantastic day, as usual. I know I am. I've been working in a production department at our company because, well, we've got some management changes going on, and in the interim, the department that I used to run needs a head, so I've kind of taken up that role and trying to do 2 jobs at once. And I'll tell you, it's a little more hectic, that's for dang sure. Oh man, I shouldn't have killed that rockstar so quick. Feeling like I got a brick in my stomach now. A little knot. Anyway, so I'm just tooling along here. It's a nice, I was going to tell you the temperature, but I'm getting a fire warning right now. Oh, try to clear out the system there. 94.9 degrees. Good Lord. Although, given my current situation in life, I'm always cold. And so 94 actually feels pretty good. Not gonna lie. I find it quite nice. Yesterday when I was riding, it was 98 degrees. That actually felt pretty good too. Person was courteous. I think they technically came to a stop before me, but gave me the right of way. Appreciate that. Feel like I got the camera pointed down a little bit too far. Let me adjust you there for a second. Oh. So I was looking back at some of my old YouTube videos, and I noticed that it's been about a year now that I started uploading these videos. Not a year of doing YouTube, but doing this style of video. And how far things have come in just a year. For me, I've gotten to know some pretty cool guys online. Have a couple of live streams that I've done with Jav, riding with Jav, and Chicago Biker POV. A couple of little friendships there that have formed, which has been kind of nice. Met some regular viewers, some other fellow cyclist bloggers out there. And that's been cool. It's always fun to meet new people. And what's nice about the YouTube community is these are people that otherwise you would have probably never met. I mean, I'm probably never going to end up going to Chicago or New York anytime soon. And in either of those two cities, what are the chances that I would have met either of these two characters, right? When I think about it, the only person who in life I might have met would be Cody out in California, just because, hey, I go to California fairly regularly to see family and whatnot, although I don't get as far south as Ripon. But I've got family that's from Ripon. They're kind of extended family, and they all live here now. But man, I'm just realizing that all these people are moving out to Utah. I say people, I mean family. And don't get me wrong, I love family and all that other happiness, but I like a little space too, you know? It's kind of nice when my mom comes to visit for just a couple of days, and then I don't have to see her again unless I travel several hundred miles. Watch, this will be the one video that somehow my mom finds on YouTube. I was hearing what you said about me, and I don't appreciate that. You're not the son I raised. Yada, yada, yada. You're right, Mom. I'm not that guy. I don't know who that guy was, but he's gone. I tell you, it's pretty funny. Let that big truck pass. It's pretty funny being a father now and thinking back to all the times that I did something wrong and how my mom or dad, I don't like to say punish, but the corrective actions that they implemented. And I try to apply a lot of that to my own children, being that they make similar mistakes that I made when I was a kid. So I can appreciate what was going through their minds when they make said mistakes. And I try not to be too harsh, but we also live in a day and age when there's just things you got to deal with that otherwise weren't possible when we were kids. You know, the whole computers thing. When I was 12, you didn't have your own computer or cell phone or tablet. He got in trouble in different ways. It's really interesting just because when you think about all the positives that have come about from technology, it's come with a lot of negatives as well. A lot of times I think about the internet as like the high school of high school. So I don't know if everybody else's experiences are like mine, but growing up, you know, you'd have like that one weird kid or a couple of weird kids that hung out together at lunch or by themselves at lunch. And then after elementary school, you had what we call middle school. Essentially, it was the 7th and 8th grade. And because the 7th and 8th grade is made up of several elementary schools, now all of a sudden that single or small group of people usually doubles or triples in size. You know, there's one weird kid that's like that one weird kid at every one of these schools. And so now there's 3 or 4 of those schools all going to this middle school. And then Multiply that again when you get to high school. There's always more of those quote unquote weird kids that all go to the same high school now. So you've always got this accumulation of kids with, and I don't mean to just single out and say weirdos. You know, what's weird to me is normal to others. But kids that have unique tastes, I'll say. What do you mean, unique tastes, Greg? I mean, kids that are into things that most kids aren't into. So for me, back in the day of going to elementary school, this is actually going to take a little bit of thought. Who would the weird kids have been? We didn't have Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or any of that stuff. What kind of stuff were the weird kids into? I don't know. Jeez. I didn't really, maybe I was one of the weird kids. Holy crap, maybe that's why I can't think of it. I was the kid nobody else wanted to play with. Rest assured, I can tell you, no, I was not the most popular kid at school, but I was not one of the kids that I like to say ran to lunch. I've got a friend that he was one of those weird kids. Jordan, actually, you've seen him in some of my videos. I go mountain biking with Jordan. He ran to lunch. And I give him so much crap for it. Like, dude, you were that excited for lunch at school that you ran to lunch? Definitely, though, I would say that nowadays, what I would classify as the weird kids are the kids that are like super into Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic or Pokemon. What's hanging off my backpack back there? Something in the shadow. Must be my socks. Oh, I need to tune my gears. I don't know how well you guys can hear that noise, but I got a slight chatter coming from the rear cassette, just because the gears are needing to be slightly adjusted. Anyway, guys, that'll be the end of it. Hopefully I covered all the topics I wanted to. If not, I'll talk to you next time.